Hi, everybody. Michael Levitas is back. I'm from Alpha Insider Podcast, where we bring you different experts in different fields, including in real estate. So we have with us Olga Zakinova, an associate real estate broker from Douglas Elliman, our frequent guest, to help us to navigate the waters of buying and selling a home. Olga, thank you for your time. Always a pleasure to have you. We discussed before a few questions: how to prepare your home for sale, how to pick the right real estate agents. Now let's talk about from the buyer's side. Okay, what are the buyers looking for in a home? And there is a principle called buyer's agency.
Yes.
Can you please explain what that is as well?
Okay. Well, keep in mind, Michael, thank you very much for this beautiful introduction. And I always enjoy being with you because we bring great content to the world, and hopefully everyone that's watching us could come in with questions, and welcome to always reach out with anything that we could help and educate consumers.
Yeah.
So remember, a very important thing, that each and every person and transaction, whether it's buyer or seller, either has representation or they don't, right? I'm going to give you a simple example.
Yeah.
A for sale by owner does not have representation. Because if
they do it themselves.
Exactly. So you decided to wake up in the morning and say, you know what, let me test the market. I'll put a for sale by owner sign. I'll just entertain myself all day long, sit outside and see who's going to drive by, knock on my door and let me open up the house and just welcome any stranger into the house without knowing their qualifications, right? Now, this type of homeowners usually open up a lot of different liabilities to themselves being unrepresented, okay? Now, when you have a representation as a seller, right? So you hiring an agent to represent you, and keep in mind that that agent has fiduciary responsibility to work on your behalf and represent you as a seller. Meaning that if I'm putting up the house for sale, it is my job and responsibility not to disclose to anyone outside of you and me any personal reasons why you're selling the house. If
so I just want to explain a little bit what it means to have fiduciary duty, and correct me if I'm wrong. It means that you're acting as an agent. You have to act together in tandem with the principal, the person who hired you, to make sure you act in the best interest
correct
of the homeowner.
Correct. So for example, let me give you a simple example. If you are a seller going through divorce, and now I have this information and you disclosed to me during the listing appointment that you and your wife have limited time, according to the judge and court system, to vacate this home and separate, right? And like move on because everything has to be divided. I cannot disclose that information to the public. That means that it's going to really kill you in negotiations during transaction, because I'm now giving out the reason why you're selling your home. And that becomes the huge responsibility and liability on behalf of a broker to take this information outside. Now, I will now turn the heads around. If you as a buyer have no representation, meaning that you don't have a buyer's agency, you don't have representation of an agent who is really taking you by hand and has an official agreement with you as a buyer, that, hey, Olga, I am working all day long. I have no time to look for properties. I am appointing you to represent me on anything and everything that will come available on the marketplace. So meaning that if you and I have that agreement and that contract as a buyer, it's now becomes my responsibility not to only see what's on the market and send you everything that's on the market, but now it's my responsibility to show you everything that becomes available in the marketplace. Now, keep in mind, if you became my buyer, Michael, and now I have a buyer's agreement with you, now I would walk into this for sale by owner and I could tell them I have a buyer client that I am representing. I would like to schedule an appointment to preview your home. It means that I could preview the home, right? And then while you working, sitting, let's say in Wall Street on stock market doing your business, I can then do many different features to benefit you as a client, because you now
in
not
your
a
best
customer.
interests.
Correct. Because now you're not a customer, you are a client. Meaning that my job is to go much deeper into understanding why these people are selling. Why
And who pays for that buyer's agent?
Well, in the end of the day, it depends on how we structure the deal, right?
Okay.
In many cases, it could come out from the general proceeds of the silver pot that we bring to the table. And remember, Michael, everything is negotiable. Real estate, it's all about negotiation.
Right.
Nothing is ever happened without the mutual agreement and meeting of the minds of two people, buyer and the seller. And we are always in between trying to bring them two together. All right. But in the end of the day, what I want to highlight in this particular video is for buyers to understand there is many different ways to look for properties. But if you got to the position where you're tired of looking on Zillow, you're tired looking on MLS, you're tired calling all these different brokers, they have no idea who you are. They have no idea what you're looking for. They have no idea why you're moving. They have no idea your desires, your wants and needs. Then I feel like as a broker, let me tell you this, if I go to any state and I decide to buy something, I will never want to represent myself. I would always want to have an appointed person who's acting in the best interest of mine.
And somebody who's level-headed, takes emotions out of it.
No
it's
emotion.
All pure business.
Pure business.
So the takeaway here is that when you are trying to buy a home, you shouldn't just call the ads in the paper. You should actually have your buyer's broker that you deal with, that you sign a contract with, confidentiality, whose job it is to act in your best interest, become one with you.
The agent,
finding a home for you.
The agent that works for you, right? But also keep in mind, I am very big on personality connection. If we don't click and we don't see eye to eye, and you don't like my personality, and I can't connect with you to like your personality, and we like don't feel each other as humans, it's going to be very hard to make any kind of business decision. Because remember, in the end of the day, people do business with people they like and care about.
Of course,
okay?
Absolutely.
And my personal belief is that keep looking for someone you really like. If you found an agent that's working for you, and if you found an agent that's really pouring their heart and soul and time,
who is sincere, who's not fake,
into your goals, right? Because in the end of the day, my belief is that it's all about the goals. Like you didn't just wake up in the morning and say, you know what, today I really want to go buy real estate. It's not a pair of shoes. I could feel like that, like, you know, I woke up in the morning and I'm like, you know, today I feel like I want to go buy something fun and cute. You can't return it.
No, it's a substantial investment.
You can't return it and you can't exchange it. But one thing I could assure you, that based on today's reports, even with today's reports on all this inflation and recession and all this nonsense we hear on the news, even today, the general number will show that it's appreciating somewhere between 6% or so on the appreciation of annual appreciation.
Right, that's great.
So when you look at the big picture, where are you going to find a place that you could paint it into any colors you like, put pictures on any wall you like, put 100 pictures on one given wall if you like, and no one can tell you anything. You could change your kitchen, you could change your bathroom into any colors and anything you would like it to be. But in the end of the day, you're able to sell it and have that appreciation year over year over year over year.
Yeah.
So in the end of the day, my strong belief, and Michael, you know how passionate I'm about real estate, my belief is strong.
And that comes through. Your passion,
everyone should
comes
have,
through.
Thank you. Everyone should have representation. Whether you are a seller, you need to have an agent who's representing you. If you're a buyer, you need to have an agent who's representing you. And we have different personalities. Look, I'll be honest with you. I am very strong listing agent who represents day in, day out sellers. I am not passionate about running with buyers and really acting like a Mother Teresa to help them buy a home. That's just not my...
Right, that's your specialty, your focus is if someone wants to sell the home to get them top dollar.
Exactly.
However,
but I have people in my team that have that personality
Right.
that are just amazing with my buyers.
Yeah.
They are just unbelievably amazing with my buyers. And so what my job is to properly see everyone's talents and everybody's, wants and needs and why they should be together.
Right.
And I pretty much very well blend them in so they could help each other out.
Perfect.
And this is why my buyer's agents are extremely successful nowadays, that they are signing buyer's agency agreements, and almost 99% of our conversion is very successful with buyer's agency.
Yeah, and this is why actually we invited you to our show, because you have a whole team. So when you hire Olga Zakinova, you hire Olga's team, where you have buyer's agents, sales agents, and you have a few of those. Olga, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Now we know all we have to know about buyer's agency and how it works. A lot of new information that we did not know before, that I didn't know about the agreements, the confidentiality rules, and working as an agent in the best interest of your client. So thank you for that. And we're going to bring you on next time with more questions on real estate. If anybody has any questions for Olga, the phone number is in the bottom of the screen. Don't be shy. You can call, and Olga is going to help you, direct you in the right direction, and find for you the best home for you, or sell your home so you can move to Miami, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Michael.
much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.